Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Two people in custody in relation to gunfire at Mobile Wharf. Two people were taken into custody in connection with the seizure of 7 firearms and multiple rounds of ammunition at the Montego Bay seaboard on Monday evening. According to Assistant Commissioner of Police for Area 1 Clifford Chambers, the arrests were made following a police operation inside the St. James Police Division after the guns were detected. On Monday, a source shared that the guns were detected during a routine inspection by members of the Jamaica Customs Agency. The police were subsequently called. Some 4 handguns, 3 high-powered rifles, 9 magazines and 3 rounds of ammunition were found hidden and dismantled inside 3 television sets, another well-placed source revealed. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Since the start of 2022, the Jamaica Constabulary Force have revealed that some 163 illegal weapons have been seized across the island. Of this, their statistics states there have been a 100% increase in the seizure of high-power rifles, while a 26% increase in handguns. Captured wanted man charged with murder. After months on the run, 28-year-old Chinloy Spencer, who was featured in the Force Wanted Wednesdays campaign, has been charged with the May 21 murder of Tanvan Davis, otherwise called Avatar. Spencer was captured in Claremont St. Anne during a joint police operation with members of the St. Anne and St. Mary divisions on Sunday, February 27. Spencer had been on the run since May 31, 2021. Reports are that about 7 a.m., Spencer and Davis argued about money. Both men reportedly got into a fight and wounded each other. The now deceased collapsed and was taken to hospital where he died. Spencer fled the community. Police seize firearm, arrest man in Seaview Gardens. The police seized a Smith & Wesson Springfield pistol and 10 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Seaview Gardens, Kingston on Monday. Arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition is 29-year-old Garfield Shield, otherwise called G, a construction worker of Ernell C. Pathway in the community. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that about 11:50 p.m., lawmen were in the area when Garfield was seen sitting on a stool. He was reportedly accosted, searched, and the illegal firearm was found in his possession. Professor Sir Hilary Beckles appointed to United Nations University Council. The United Nations and its educational, scientific and cultural organization UNESCO have appointed Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, to Governing Council of the United Nations University. The appointment is for a period of 6 years beginning May 3, 2022. The main functions of the Council are to formulate the principles and policies of the university, govern its operations, and consider and approve its biennial budget and work program. Council members are appointed in their personal, not their institutional, national or regional capacity, and selected based on their proven expertise in the academic, scientific and educational abilities in discerning and governing educational and cultural trends. This comes against the background of Sir Hilary's 2021 appointment to UNESCO's Committee of Globally Chosen Scholars to research and report on the challenges likely to confront the global university sector by 2040. Commenting on his appointment, Sir Hilary said, "I am greatly honored to be part of the work of the United Nations University and to contribute to its legacy of excellent governance. It is a great cause to serve the world's university in an era associated with my long life engagement. How a university can be at once excellent and ethical in its performance," he added. No visible impact of Ukraine conflict on tourism yet, Bartlett says. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says there is no visible impact of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia on tourism. He noted, however, that the potential impact is very strong and it's not something that we're ignoring. The minister was responding to a question posed during Tuesday's meeting of the Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives. The members are currently deliberating the 2022-2023 estimates of expenditure. Bartlett said the government continues to monitor developments in the conflict to determine the extent to which this will affect Jamaica, particularly the tourism industry. He cited the potential far-reaching implications of the conflict on key areas such as supply chains, fuel cost, access to airspace, and general movement, which he noted are factors that drive tourism. So to the extent that these are challenged, then movement to us is also going to be challenged, he emphasized. Bartlett noted that based on Jamaica's location, the country at times benefit from a repositioning of tourism-related activities such as cruise shipping. He pointed out that consequent on the Ukraine-Russia impasse, several large cruise vessels that normally make port called in Balkan region and other areas around Eastern Europe are now being repositioned in the Caribbean, so we will see a benefit there. He added that North Americans usually vacationing in Europe would want to look to go closer destinations such as Jamaica. Bartlett maintained, however, that while there are potential dividends to the derived from the conflict, these are not benefits which we boast about, because we do not enjoy benefits from adversaries, and the pain of others must not be the blessing of others. As chair of the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center, I made a statement a couple days ago that the entire industry must keep its eyes open, while at the same time we must start advocating for peace and security to be restored in those areas, because an ongoing conflict will have a deleterious effect on tourism worldwide, he noted. Issuing of NIDS ID cards to be piloted in corporate areas soon. Issuing of identification cards IDs under the National Identification System NIDS will begin through a pilot program to be undertaken in Kingston and St. Andrew. According to Minister without Portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Floyd Green, the exercise is expected to kick off in the second half of this year. He was speaking during Tuesday's meeting of the Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives. During the meeting, Green explained that enrollment sites will be established at post offices in collaboration with the Post and the Telecommunications Department to maximize existing resources. He said once the pilot phase is completed, an island-wide rollout will follow. Green added that the Office of the Prime Minister, under which NIDS fall, will also be partnering with the Registrar General Department and Electoral Office of Jamaica to assist with the full rollout of ID cards across the island. Jamaica's National Identification System will provide a comprehensive and secure structure to enable the collection and storage of identity information. This secure, voluntary tool can also verify an individual's identity, facilitate the electronic signing of documents, and securely access a range of government services online. The Standing Finance Committee, which will meet for at least 2 days, March 1 and 3rd, is reviewing the 2022-2023 estimates of expenditure that were tabled on February 10. KPH in need of great help. As the sole beneficiary of the proceeds from the 2022 Sagicor Sigma Run, the Kingston Public Hospital KPH could soon be getting much-needed funds to improve the services provided by its surgery and oncological department. Dr. Lindbergh Simpson, head of the surgery of KPH, stated that the 245-year-old hospital was excited about the prospect. We are excited to be chosen this year. Other than the surgery department, our oncology department will also benefit. The services we offer are to all Jamaicans. To these funds will benefit all Jamaicans, Simpson told reporters and editors this week. Acting CEO of KPH, Dr. Natalie White added, the hospital is in need of great help, not just for the equipment, and so I really want to thank Sagicor for stepping up and responding to a great need. Sagicor is leading from the front, and this help would allowing us to provide more humane and comfortable facilities that our patients and staff deserve. With a target of $50 million, the Sagicor Sigma Run is opening to all, whether locally or internationally, through the Sagicor Sigma Virtual Run. This 5.5-mile run can be done anytime starting March 1 to March 13, and anywhere in Jamaica and overseas, as the runners will submit their time to the Sigma Secretariat, which will be credited. In addition to this, the charity event will be having 2 road races executions, its inaugural team, Bubble Run, which will take place in New Kingston on Sunday, March 13, along the Old Sigma Run route, and its invitational run, which will be held on Sunday, March 20, along a double loop route in New Kingston. This year, we're still not able to return to our usual 25,000 strong participants in New Kingston. However, we still wanted to give teams and groups an opportunity to run together in their own bubble, and this is how we conceptualized the Team Bubble event, said Alicia White, Executive Director of the Sagicor Foundation. The Team Bubble Run race event has a limited number of spots for registration at a maximum of 2,500 people. White explained that the event will have a staggering start time for groups for up to 100 participants. For the team run, we encourage corporate groups, running clubs, groups of friends and family to register, participate and make it a fun activity, all while giving back to a worthy cause, she added. The invitational event is capped at a maximum of 1,000 people and will also have staggering start times for a maximum of up to 100 people starting in each round. 19 perished in 7 days as road deaths reach 80, says Road Safety Unit. Of the 80 people who have been killed in 72 fatal motor vehicle crashes since the start of the year, 19 perished during the week of February 18 to 25. It marks the worst week for road users so far this year. The figures are contained in the latest statistics released by the Road Safety Unit RSU, a department in the Ministry of Transport and Mining. Of the 19 victims during the carnage-filled week, 9 were motorcyclists, 2 were pillion riders, and 4 were pedestrians. These 3 categories of road users, along with pedal cyclists, all belong to the group classified by the RSU as most vulnerable. The other 4 victims were either private motor car drivers or their passengers. Meanwhile, the Road Safety Unit is reporting that fatalities and fatal crashes have increased by 16% and 13% respectively this year when compared to the similar period in 2021. It said that there have been 12 fatalities during curfew hours, while fatalities during curfew hours account for 15% of the overall road deaths. The Road Safety Unit said that fatalities for 2022 are projected to decrease by 8% when compared with 2021. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.